This is Dead Island 2. We're here on the PS5 Pro, and the game is indeed enhanced. So let's dive in and take a look at this long awaited sequel. Well, not including, like Riptide and all those spin-offs, but the long-awaited second entry, mainline second entry in the Dead Island series, where we finally got to go to Los Angeles and, well, try to survive with a new crew while dealing with hordes of the undead. So yeah, this is PlayStation 5 Pro Enhanced, which means we do get a visual bump up, which is really nice to see. I mean, it makes sense. This is one of those games that would be a good target for that sort of upgrade, in my opinion here. And I think you'll kind of immediately notice that this game has a much higher level of visual fidelity to it. Like, they did a very good job with the upgrade. Man, these zombies, they really don't stop coming. I was like wanting to stop and kind of get a little bit of a heal going on there, but all the zombies keep going. So yeah, that's just a single graphical mode in this one. What we're getting here is a dynamic 4K resolution, and oh, that's not good. I gotta pay attention. At 60 FPS, so it's dynamic 4K, but it's more like 1600p. So we're getting like a bit of a bump up of like on average is like 1600p, but we're getting a bit of a bump up of like 200p sort of on average. So like originally it was like a 1700p sort of target, and it was more like hitting like 1440p, and now again full 4K target like 1600p at 60 FPS with HDR. But there's more. We've got a better draw distance, so the draw distance is further. Wow, I can't believe that actually broke that fast. Like, I barely started using that weapon. And improved depth of fields. We've got motion blur enhancements, improved shadows, and yeah, kind of just in generally like improved filtering too, like texture filtering. In general, it's a much better looking game. Like, I think you should, like, if you've been playing this, I think you will be literally kind of immediately going, oh wow, this looks so good compared to what we were playing prior. Legitimately, I think this is a massive visual improvement for this game. Like, I did think this game looked pretty good, in my opinion. I thought the game looked pretty fine visually, but it is nice to have like a little even more of a clarity bump up, and then more overheads, making sure that you're like keeping that level. And then of course this game with its incredibly gnarly and graphic destruction system, which is probably the most impressive in gaming. Like, you can literally break down every single bit to like the bone and stuff. It's a waste of the health of my weapon, but it looks so cool. And again, I think really kind of just showcases how amazing the technology is for like the destruction of the enemies in this game. Like, it is really great. Like, I mean, it's quite graphic, but yeah, kind of blown away by how this one looks visually. I think I'm supposed to like jump in this way. I was like wondering, oh, am I supposed to go through the roof, or am I supposed to like be responsible, go around? But whatever, we'll go this way. Yeah, so Dead Island 2, pretty amazing looking visually. I'm blown away by the upgrade here. Apology script? Oh, come on. Yeah. So the long-awaited sequel. You get to pick from a variety of different characters, and you jump in, you move through these missions. You could do so alone, you could do so with others. It's very much on par with like the first Dead Island. I was honestly expecting them to increase the scope of this and make it a lot more open, but it went through a bazillion iterations, so I guess it's more cool the fact that this even exists at all, right? Like, Yeah, it took forever. And I would imagine they're probably busy working on a third one at the moment, and it'll probably come a lot faster than this one arrived. Because, yeah, it was... That zombie's still alive? Holy... Yeah, it was kind of a ridiculous gap in time, I would say, between this one and, you know, they did rebuild it, like, so many times, like, rebooted it with so many different devs and stuff, and... Anyways, it's just nice that we finally got Dead Island 2. And I gotta say, like, it is very, very clean. This is, you know, this is why you kind of get these upgrades and check out these games again, is just to kind of see these enhancements to the games. Because, yeah, they did a fantastic job here. So this is like a bit of a podcasting type YouTuber house sort of thing going on, right? That's the idea here. Oh, it looks so clean and sharp. Wow. Seriously, I'm kind of floored by this. The reflections are still god-awful, but, you know. Cool nonetheless. See, wouldn't this be amazing if it was, like, properly reflected and stuff instead of whatever that is? That was always a big thing that took me out of this game, is, like, you get some really, really nice looking visuals, and then just these god-awful, like, textures that are, like, or sorry, reflections, like mirrors and stuff. If we do get, like, a PS6, like, upgrade or something, or re-release, or I guess they have to remaster this down the road, I hope that is the big thing they add, is ray trace reflections. It's kind of my big, like, yeah. That would be nice. Oh, we were actually supposed to find these guys. Oh, yeah, I totally knew that. Yeah. I totally wasn't just, like, fooling around down here for the lulz. And just to show things off. Anyways, I think this is a very, very nice place. It's a good time to play this game. I think in general, though, like, it's solid. Like, it's a decent game. It can be a little grueling and a little difficult. Like, if you haven't played this game, like, it does have quite an edge of, like, difficulty to it. There is, like, improving your skills a bit. Role-playing mechanics included, right? But, like, the game definitely has a sense of difficulty. And you move through different, like, semi-open hub areas. It was just, like, a little... To me, it was a little disappointing, because, like, the first Dead Island, to me, they were really envisioning, like, a massive... Like, they wanted to be an open world, and it was, like, as big as the technology really back at that point allowed it to be. And then I always kind of assumed that a sequel, like with this, would be one that would evolve the gameplay a little bit further, and then, like, this kind of never really did, and to me that was a little disappointing, because I was like, oh, so you're still just kind of going through, like, linear, but, like, little spaced out open environments going from, like, one spot to the next spot. But you do get to see the different parts of LA, which I think is kind of cool. Like, you get to go down to, like, the beach boardwalk, you get to walk the strip, you get to, you know, see the Beverly Hills, like the high-end hill area and stuff like that, and yeah, like, that's all really cool. I'm, like, totally just completely out of weapons. I don't know why I'm struggling so much to find new weapon types. Usually Dead Island, it's really good for that, giving you, like, ammo, or not ammo, but, like, new weapons you can use and stuff, but not going on here. But yeah, this actually looks so, like, clean and sharp. If I had the ambition to sit here and kind of whip through this game, it would be very fun to get some comparison shots going with, like, the, I guess you would say, like, the Xbox version, because I have all that comparison footage, but I'd have to get really far into this game to be able to do that kind of stuff, because all my comparison stuff's from late game. The shame when some things are cross progression enabled and some things aren't. My job is so much easier when things do have cross progression. I'm just gonna throw that out there. So much easier. But yeah, pretty solid zombie romp. You get a bunch of skills to come and get your thrills, and different cards to improve yourself, and yeah, it's actually, like, it's a pretty safe, reliable sequel to the first Dead Island. which I think some people probably appreciate. Like, it has moments of fun. I do wish it wasn't, like, such a kind of pain difficulty-wise at times, but, you know, not bad. And then there's a bunch of, like, expansion kind of things where you get a little bit more story stuff. Those ones were even more difficult, but cool areas you get to visit. Yeah, they had some neat ideas for things. Like, I'd say for LA, they kind of hit the key parts that I sort of expected in terms of, like, locations. You know, luxurious spots, always expanding upon the chaos of the Dead Island franchise in terms of, like, you know, spaces you can go. Are these Wolverine claws? When did I get these fun toys? And then weapon modding and enhancements and, you know, all these challenging areas to figure out. And yeah, it's a pretty good game. It just, like, it looks so good here. I guess that's the big thing, is like, I really am floored by the upgrade here. Fluidity wise, it's fantastic. Wasting away health. I thought there's like another battery here. There's all this like all these environmental traps you can use. I don't think they really do that much damage to the zombies, but you know, it's something. It's really quite gruesome, this game. I love it. I'm hoping they take the technology they evolved here for like destruction and decaying, and then they like beef it up into a larger scale sort of thing. Imagine if like Dead Rising had, you know, this kind of a system for destruction of zombies. That would be cool. That was always something I thought would be really cool for Dead Rising, was like higher levels of detail for like
keeping something out?
Damage and all that would be really cool. So I got a crowbar. Yeah. Is this game like just gnarly looking, right? The screen's just like covered with stuff going on. Looks good. Very graphic, very intense. You know, the story's decently lengthy too, and you know, you get your odd boss fight stuff, and some of it's a little weirder than other stuff, but I think you can have a fair bit of fun playing Dead Island 2 on the Pro here and giving it a shot and having a good time with it. I would say for sure. Like, I haven't tried out too many games, so it's not like... I don't know how to describe it. It's not like this is one of the visually, like, mind-blowing games, but it is a nice, clean upgrade. And it's a lot more fun with friends. Like, if you can play it together, it's a lot better. I think. I take it the military did not do well. What's with this weird death spiral thing going on here? I don't want that playing. I'm supposed to grab food, but like, wait, did I just throw away my weapon? I was like, I'm supposed to grab food, but we're just not even making it into this building. That's what I'm saying, like, sometimes, like, difficulty type stuff, it's just, like, kind of a weird scaling of torture and death and chaos. You would think it would be, like, to open the thing, then it would play audio, but I don't know. Kind of a bit peculiar. Look at all the zombies that are here. This hotel kind of scares me a bit. I think it's because I'm like one hit away from death, and the hordes of the undead are a little terrifying for me. Oh, what do we have here? A disaster relief case. Don't mind if I do. Gotta kill the bride, the groom, the catering. Oh, they're munching away at me. This was one element that, like I said, found a little annoying. It's like, it is a lot. To me, it feels like a lot harder of a Dead Island game compared to like the first one. Like the first one, I kind of remember just like smashing your way through, kind of get guns and stuff. You're like a tank, and yeah, this game. I don't know if it's just the scaling of zombies area to area that makes it tougher, but you do die a lot easier in this one. But it's great having this like crowd of zombies that you're kind of like smacking through, and it's just like the cool thing is like every time you sort of attack, or that didn't do anything. You attack and you go through these zombies, as like the way you destroy them or the way you damage them is different every single time, right? Because of that dynamic combat system where they just get like ripped and shredded in different ways, and that's to me really quite exciting. Is seeing that change. Wow, the zombies pushed me so far back. I got like a further back like checkpoint. That's hilarious. At least the game handles that pretty well. I'm just never making it through the hotel, am I? These zombies like respawning. Like I don't even see any food anywhere for me to eat. Kind of annoying. I'm pretty sure I have to actually kill all of these zombies. Am I like gushing blood? Oh, electronic pieces. That's gonna do a lot for me. Look at them all. I'm out here just trying to crowbar my heart out, and you know, the zombies, they want no part of it. Of course that one broke too. Do I have a weapon that doesn't like instantly smack and break down? Like I guess it keeps you constantly switching up weapons, which is cool, but this is ridiculous. Like look at the quantity of zombies here. I guess I could practice throwing at them, but like, ugh. Isn't this just gruesome? I love this game's like technology for combat. It's so good. But yeah, the difficulty for this one was a big annoyance for me. It actually made it like so hard to get through, which was kind of annoying because I just wanted to have fun with it. A shambler? Are you kidding me? A shambler? And there's more? Did they like respawn? Did they like keep respawning or something? Oh, this is the rest of the gameplay. You're just gonna watch me fight zombies in this one room because I'm never going to escape. The rest of the hotel is kind of cool though. Like there's a lot going on in this place. A lot to see. A lot of crazy things that go on. It's quite a wedding party, honestly. Like I mean, I guess if you're having a party in LA like this, like a wedding party, it's gonna be pretty expensive in luxury. Yeah, is affordable party stuff a thing in LA, or? Oh, that was beautiful. Guess you gotta go like outside of the county area or something like that. Ugh. Yeah, usually there's like food and stuff, and that helps a lot, you know, you can grab food, but I feel like if I leave, they will just keep respawning. I'm leaving the quest area. Well, I'm trying my best here. An energy drink, sweet, that's pretty great. So, yeah, not the best showcase of the scale of this game and all the cool things you can do in it, but there really is a lot to it. You know, a lot of different areas, a lot of crazy battling you can do, a lot of enemies to kill, zombies, special zombies, boss zombie things. It's just like, I don't know why this game is so, like, difficulty oriented. It's kind of annoying. Because it would be a lot more fun if you could just kind of smoothly go through it like this, but ah, damn, they wanted to, is there more just appearing? Like, do they just keep coming? Like, this is kind of fucking ridiculous. This is ridiculous. They'll die eventually, I think. Oh, I forgot, there's a battery there I could use to electrocute them, but that's not really going to do a lot of damage. Lots of areas to see, lots of things to do, lots of challenges to have. Dead Island 2 is a good upgrade for PS5 Pro. It's enhanced and looking really good, and it's always fun to revisit this game and dramatically die a lot trying to kill things. They do not stop!